Hello, gorgeous women. It's Prue Blenazet here from Women of Impact and CEO Priestess Activation. And I'm a leading intuitive business strategist and women's transformation catalyst. And I'm so happy to have you here and so glad that you're watching this video. So thank you so much for being here. Hey Shane, hey Sandy, hey Heather, beautiful to see you. I'd love you to drop in the comments and let me know how you're feeling today, where you're calling in from. So today I really wanted to have a conversation around impact. So I live on the east coast of Australia, and as most of you would know, unless you've been living under a rock over the last little while, we've had some pretty severe bushfires going on along the east coast and in other states of our country as well. And along with everything that's been going on locally, hey Diane, along with everything that's been going on locally within Australia, obviously there's a larger global climate that we're living within as well. And by that I just mean a global, situation. We're a part of a bigger world, and there are so many things going on, and quite often people can start to feel overwhelmed, and like there's so much happening, it's out of control. There's no way to, how can we possibly have an impact in what we're seeing in the world right now, and in our situation that has been recently in Australia, in what has been very tragic and devastating to not just to humans but wildlife and the rest of it. So I really wanted to come and have a quick chat about impact, because what I find is that it's not possible to have the impact that we want in the world when we are ignoring the impact that we already have. So impact is made up of a couple of things. There's who we're being, so who we are, our energy, our essence, and how we express that in the world. So whether that's through our words or our deeds, our actions, anything like that. So there's a couple of sides to the coin which makes impact really powerful. And we can often underplay the difference that we're making in other people's lives just by being who we are, and just by being in a vortex with them. So it was beautiful to notice. Hey Lynn, hey Debbie, thanks everyone for joining. Beautiful to see you. Let me know if anyone else is in Australia or where else you are around the world, and drop it in the comments. I'm curious to know who's local and who's overseas. So really, really important to understand the impact that we have in the world around us, because by noticing those smaller things that we do and those smaller areas where we make a difference, whether it's with our kids, having a connection with our pet. I've got a beautiful little poodle down here, Ella, who's just gorgeous, and we have an incredible connection. Whether it's with our partner, whether it's with our clients, there are so many opportunities that we have in the world, whether it's with nature, so many opportunities that we have in the world to interact with other living beings. And that's where we really get to have the greatest impact. But if we're ignoring those smaller ones, it's like we don't even give ourselves the opportunity to have the energy and the momentum build, and the inspiration and the motivation build, to have the greatest impact that we can in our lives. So, hey Heather, you're coming in from Canada. Diane, you're in Mackay in Australia. Beautiful. Thanks for letting me know. So I'd love to know from you, like, if you just take a moment to consider all the interactions that you've had just today. And if you haven't interacted with anyone yet today because of time zones or because you've been hermiting, then consider another day recently when you interacted with people and other beings. So all of those moments and all of those connections that we have we're making an impact. So it can either be positive or negative, and I'm going to be assuming that for the majority of women in here that the impact that you're making is a positive one. So we have these interactions and we're making a positive impact. So it's not just the two or more people that are involved in the situation that are having an impact on each other, but there's also a collective energy that's created in that interaction as well. So there's impact on the immediate individual or pet or tree. And then there's also the collective impact that has as well. So, yeah, I just really wanted to drop in and start this conversation around impact, because I think it's really easy to ignore all of the ways that we make a difference. And when we do that, it stifles the ways that we can make a difference. It really stifles what's possible in terms of impact. So you really can't have a massive impact in the world if you're ignoring all of the small ways that you're impacting. And yeah, I can see the hearts coming up, so I'm really glad that's resonating with you. And I'd love to hear your comments in the chat box. Let me know, hey Geraldine, hey Elizabeth, let me know what your experience of impact is. Like, do you notice the small ways that you have an impact in the world? Or do you just let all of that stuff go and only focus on, where was I not enough? Because I know that's a big one that we all tend to, slip into sometimes, and that's natural. That's why we're here together, is to hold each other strong in our visions and to hold space for each other as well. So it's really powerful and really important. So true, says Elizabeth. Beautiful. So if you're ready to unabashedly own and express your feminine divinity and grow your sacred soul business, I really invite you to jump on a call with me or my team, a heart-to-heart chat. And there's no pushy sales whatsoever. It's just a beautiful, beautiful connection where we both have an impact on each other and the collective. And we talk about what's happening for you, and map out a strategy to get you from where you are now to really having the impact in this world that you want through your business. So business is such an incredible tool that we have to be able to impact the world. And the women that I work with are really holding space for humanity in whichever way suits their divine expression. And it is the most beautiful honor that I have to hold space for them while they're holding space for humanity. So on that note, thank you for your impact. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence. And I'm sending you so much love, and I hope you have a beautiful day.